You gotta have balls to come into this place. I'm Gilroy Cunnings and I run Brooklyn Ball Barbers, New York's original manscaping barbershop. Weddings, anniversaries, doctor visits. We cater our services to any occasion. The male genitalia is not the loveliest of God's creations. That doesn't mean your package shouldn't be gift wrapped. Our most popular styles include the lightning bolt, flat tops, bullseyes, the brodazzle, crosshatch, heart shapes, full bald, cornrows, landing strips, and the comb over. A lot of guys who come through these doors just want their rug to match their mug. We do handlebars, truckers, and chaplains. There's no greater source of insecurity for a man than the size, shape, and haircut of his penis. And I like to think that the work I do is therapeutic, even spiritual in nature. Our work covers all areas from the belly button to the chode, and we make sure each customer is fully satisfied before they leave our shop. And not to mention your dick pic game will be second to none. Some customers come in just for the shampoo and massage. We get lots of big names coming in here. Jay-Z, Dwayne Johnson, Ron Howard, the list goes on. And for customers with pubes over 8 inches in length, we can arrange a donation to Cocks of Love, a local charity bringing merkins to those in need. With a straight razor, there is no room for error. I've actually gone through rigorous hand stability training and even had to give up coffee so that I'm steady as possible. And I've found that trimming bushes really helped me trim bushes.
Could I have the bald?
Due to the scrotum's uneven surface, there's only one way to give a fully bald finish.
Don't play with your food is good advice, so I don't play with mine. I dominate it. I'm Eden, and I make BDSM food porn. People think this is just food play, but it's more than that. I'm humiliating food to relish the power relationship I have with it. You like that, you little freak? As a professional dominatrix by day and a foodie by night, it was actually a very natural progression. I realized the tools we use for food prep mirror the tools we use for torture in different types of fetish play. I started with the obvious BDSM dishes, mashed potatoes, kneading dough, scrambled eggs. But as one gets further into this world, you realize the only limits are your own imagination. Everything in my play space adheres to the traditional BDSM motto, safe, sane, and consensual. This actually caused me to become a vegan. I realized as a meat eater, I was in a non-consensual dietary relationship with animals. Sure, plants can't necessarily give consent, but they also can't not give consent, so no safe words needed. Believe it or not, putting rubber bands around a watermelon was actually a part of the BDSM food scene before it went viral as a game for kids. When it comes to bondage, I like to pretend that my meals are just dying to be eaten, so I use restraints to prevent them from being ingested until they just can't take it anymore. You can almost hear this banana moaning in agony. Just like with regular BDSM, the toughest ones to torture are the most exhilarating. You really start to appreciate a pineapple versus an onion tomato. Whether it's binding squash, suspending beets, or plugging peaches, I'm finally getting that sense of control that I so desperately seek and lack in everyday life. I used to fantasize about devouring my subs, but now I get to do it literally. And I'm not just nourishing my body, I'm also nourishing my soul. And if people like jerking off to it, that's their business.
Losing my mom was really hard on my dad. But you know what else was hard? His dick. I'm Cheryl Isaacson, the founder of Horny Hospice, the world's first sex-positive senior living community. It's not your grandparents' hospice. Hospice care has always been about addressing a patient's physical, emotional, social, and spiritual needs, but what about their sexual needs? The local nursing homes weren't the right fit for my dad. Too sterile, not enough musk in the air. So I started Horny Hospice. Families can be surprisingly inconsiderate when it comes to their elders' final fantasies. People assume that the sex drive of a senior is low, but that's simply not the case. And the residents of Horny Hospice definitely like to get freaky, except when Wheel is on. Horny Hospice residents are truly nostalgic for the good old days of black and white smut, unless their grandkids taught them how to use Pornhub. At Horny Hospice, we make sure our loved ones are attended to with a wide variety of sex toys and enhancement chemicals. And if they prefer it rough, our staff are fully licensed providers of a variety of BDSM services. Horny Hospice provides suitable and nourishing meals, though patients tend to be less inclined to eat Jell-O than to wrestle in our custom Jell-O wrestling basement. Once the word spread about Horny Hospice, there was a pretty long waiting list. But Since we're a hospice facility, we were able to keep that list fairly short. Young people are often afraid of coming to hospice facilities, but we find that grandchildren are the most excited to come visit. But residents are often too busy to say goodbye. Horny Hospice has one goal: to keep your loved ones going till the very end. And with Horny Hospice, I know my dad will go out with a bang.
When a beetle has sex with a beetle, is it still considered doggy style? I'm Jordan Mendoza, and I direct insects porn.
Take it out and put it back in.
Sexual taboos remind us of where our ethical edges are. It's standard human psychology. The more forbidden something is, the more you want it. And I direct just about the most forbidden, nasty stuff in the world.
Grab her by the exoskeleton now.
I came up with the idea when I realized everyone was doing big boobs, big ass porn. I thought, what if I did the opposite? Classic lady on lady action. It's all about finding your niche, and sometimes your niche is about the size of a wormhole. It's casting day. When I told my family I was trying to break into the insects porn industry, they were absolutely disgusted. So I said it more slowly: insects porn. And then they were only mildly disgusted. Take 9. You might think attracting new talent would be difficult, but it turns out they'll work for free as long as you feed them. And I do try to cater to a variety of audiences. I've got dung beetles for ass people, public exhibitionist stuff, and of course your classic water sports. Yes, of course I'm concerned about disease transmission, but all of our talent has been tested for malaria, so no problem there.
Cameras are rolling, okay?
Insect porn stars have incredibly short-lived careers, but they make for great collectibles. There's Daddy Longschlong, star of Hairy Arachnid MILFs. We've got Riley Roach, Tori Thorax, and of course, Antenna Jameson. We're even dipping our toes into the live cam bug arena. Oh shit, I think this bug might be dead. Like with any normal porn set, cleanup can be an issue, but ever since I got Rick on payroll, it's been a snap. This guy is a cunnilingus king. Oh, also, all these bugs are step-siblings.
I'm always looking for the path of least resistance, which is why I moved my entire office into a pool. I'm Rich Lewis, and I run the world's only fully ergonomic aquatic office. I had watched my team try everything to make their life at work more comfortable: standing desks, exercise balls, walking desks. They've even got a freelancer who started working remote in an elaborate bed desk system. But everything changed once we got in the water. Now that gravity isn't holding the team down, profits and morale are going up. Even our remote workers want to come to the office these days. People assume it's expensive, but we had some extra budget at the end of the fiscal year, and you know what they say: if you don't use it, you lose it. Obviously, there were a number of logistical questions, the biggest one being, how do we get the electronics in the water? Isn't it dangerous? It was actually pretty easy. We used commercial-grade plastic wrap, and just like that, we were in business in the water. And for paper, a quick trip to the laminator does the job. It's honestly not all that different from a normal office. Our casual Friday is admittedly a bit more casual. Some people worry about their staff getting too comfortable and them getting complacent. I just don't think that's going to be an issue here. The ups and downs of office politics haven't disappeared, but the issues are different. And the facility staff have been very understanding about the changes. I've always been inspired by Bruce Lee, who said, "Be like water. You put water in a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water in a bottle, it becomes the bottle. And when you put your staff in water, you got to hire a lifeguard." That's not good.
Two minutes, 14 seconds. A new personal best. Nice job, Alyssa. My name is Mike Franklin, and I'm the founder of Scared Shitless Fitness, the world-renowned fitness regime that's fueled by fear. While other gyms focus on hard work and dedication to see results, our fear-based model guarantees that even the laziest sack of shit will get a full cardio workout before sunrise. To sign up, just tell us who you fear, and we'll handle the rest. Scared Shitless exploits your fight-or-flight mechanism, forcing fear-induced shit out of your system, shedding unneeded weight while allowing for a faster getaway. I got the inspiration from my stepdad, who used to chase me around the house with a knife. My therapist said I was traumatized, but my body mass index begs to differ. From our fully featured costume workshop to our professional out-of-work actors, we can turn any nightmare into a reality. Childhood trauma, homeless people, police brutality. If it scares you, we can turn it into a workout.
On the ground, now!
What?
Hands below the waist! Push-up position! Down! Up! Down! Elbows in. Very good. Up, down, up, down. Beautiful. Up.
Unfortunately, being black in America means facing systemic racism daily, but it also means burning twice the amount of calories because of the racism. Have I been sued 14 times? Sure I have. But do my clients get the results they want? Absolutely. And it's not only fear for ourselves that drives us. We can target your most prized attachments for a cardio workout second to none.
I thought they took you in the van.
Oh, it's all good, Kathy. We hire look-alike children for all our kidnappings.
You're sick.
Hey, your stamina is really improving. I'll see you at some unspecified time next week.
Thank you.
And for our clients who are into group workouts, our corporate plan is great for any office. Nothing's more frightening than herd mentality.
The fire's uncharacteristically moving down the building. You gotta get back up to the roof. Let's go, up the roof. Up those stairs. Keep going to the roof, The fire's all over. We gotta get our heart rates up and blow this fire out. Let's go. Jumping jacks, everybody. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hoof, 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 hoof.
Cleanup can be a little messy, but the results reek for themselves.